So the current, we have two currents in the DC motor. One is field current, one is armature current. The field current is what you supply from the source to create the magnetic field. And armature current is what is gone from the armature because of the conductors rotating. So two current components we have, what you supply and what you get. What you supply is the field current, what you get is the armature current. Okay, so armature current is got from the brushes and field current is supplied from the main. It may be 230 volt, but you are going to use DC supply here. I'm not going to use AC. I'm going to use DC supply for DC motor. So I will not be using 230 volt 50 hertz, which is AC, right? So I'll be converting the DC into AC, sorry, AC into DC, and I'll be giving that as input to my DC motor. So remember, DC machines means it is working on DC voltage only. AC machines means they operate under AC conditions. So the name itself will clearly say what input you are going to give to your machine, AC or DC. Okay, and the other things is what is we explained, the commutator system. Conductors are right side or going into the paper, left side or coming out of the paper. So that is what is given here. And how the motor is rotating, I'll just explain you here in this diagram, the four pole machine. So I told that exactly this axis will divide your conductors into different. One is going inwards, one is coming outwards, right? So what will happen eventually, your the because of this alignment of the conductors on both sides of magnetic neutral axis, this the bottom portion of your rotor will be north pole, and your upper portion will be south pole initially, because of the arrangement of conductors and what current you supply. When this is the, see, your poles are always north south south, and because of the EMF induced inside these conductors and the magnetic field which is going to cut these conductors, initially the lower portion of your rotor will be north pole and upper portion will be your south pole. See, north pole is already, the rotor is north pole, below you have a shoe is also north pole, so they are repelling each other. So the motor will try to rotate this way. It will try to move towards the south pole, and this south pole will try to move towards the, naturally this south pole has to move here. So when this north pole is going to come here, this south pole will move here. Again, south pole and south pole will repel. This south pole will try to move to this north pole. So in that way, your rotation happens inside the motor. So instantaneously, as you switch on your supply, the motor is going to rotate. That is what is explained in that text. I'll read it out. See here. So according to right hand thumb rule, the bottom portion of rotor becomes the south pole and the top portion becomes the north pole. So as they attract to the opposite poles, they start rotating in clockwise. That rotation happens only in clockwise, not in anti-clockwise. So please understand that rotation happens in clockwise. So accordingly, opposite poles are going to attract, right? So because of the formation of north pole and south pole, the south pole at the bottom and north pole at the top, the motor rotates in the clockwise direction. Maybe I represented it in a different way, but maybe I wrote it to the south pole in the bottom and north pole at the top, right? But what they say is south pole at the bottom, okay, and north pole at the top. So definitely it is going to be rotating, okay. So that is the principle of rotation of your motor.